So, what you're thinking is a podcast dedicated to empowering individuals to stand up against wrongdoing and champion ethical behavior through personal experiences and practical problem-solving techniques. We tackle challenging topics with honesty and insight, welcoming all perspectives, regardless of race, age, political views, or belief. I be damn is what I'm thinking about when I'm getting ready to talk about this subject, topic, thoughts on my mind. And so it's like, I be damned if I continue or let anyone put their beliefs and thoughts into my head that does not make me feel good. I be damned if I don't continue to look at the things that I am radical about and keep revisiting to talk about. And I be damned if I don't pay attention to that, those things, and how I feel about things that don't make me feel good, and wonder, shall I address them? Why am I addressing them? Because it makes me feel good to get it out, brain dump, and address it. And so this one, if you stick with me, I'm not talking the way you would think I would talk. As far as the beginning of the conversation, I have something different to say about the topic of race, prejudice, race, colorism, whatever you want to call it. And so just recently, there was a female on TikTok, and she was navigating a video with another person. You know how you point at something, you give your opinion on the other person's video, blah, blah. And so she started with those firefighters. It was about the firefighters, and the firemen said how it's disgusting, how they can, or how they, I didn't read the story, and I've heard this story several times, and I just, it's pretty not good story. And so how this, I think it's one particular firefighter in this case, because I know it's more, said how he would, I don't know what state it was in. I don't know why I'm thinking Baltimore. He would listen to the black folks burn in the fire. Maybe I should have read the story before I got on here to talk about that, but that's not what I want to talk about. And so she was talking about this story, and she went on to say, I don't really know her perspective or point of view on what she was saying either. And she went on to say how not only that is, you know, what people are talking about, but how people are talking about how white people do not take baths or wash with the rag, or they just don't wash because they're pure, and only black people need to wash because, I forgot how they said it, the dirt, the soot, the whatever, right? And so I'm going about my day, and I was like, why is this little conversation nagging me? And then I thought about the past. And I said, I know why I am pretty radical when it comes to race. I know why it irks the hell out of me when it comes to prejudice and race. I know why, and I have a clue as to why I can't stand wrongdoing, and I have been a big advocate against wrongdoing, whether it's in my intimate relationships, whether it's in my family structure situationships, whether it's in the workplace relationships. Wrongdoing when it comes to hurting others intentionally because of maybe the way someone or we were raised, or just point blank, someone doesn't look like me, walk like me, talk like me, act like me, think like me, believe like me, have the same type of money as me, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so then it kept coming in my mind, I'll be damned if I don't have a free mind to think the thoughts that I want to think and make me feel good for myself. I'd be damned if I let someone put into my head what they believe, whether it's by, trying to convince me in all their speech that a certain person is a certain way because of this and because of that. I'd be damned if I let you tell me and try to get me to believe that someone that served this country should have their monies taken away from them because they are addicted to certain alcohol, drugs, or their mental health. I'd be damned if I let you try to convince me to treat other people wrong because they are a different complexion as me. I'd be damned if I let you manipulate my mind into any kind of way that you think I should think the way you think. I'd be damned. And so going back to this conversation where this lady was talking about her views, talking about the not bathing and things. And I said, okay, I was put in certain predicaments and situations to where I know that is true. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it on several occasions. I've been put in situations to know that that is true. It is not true for the word all, A-L-L, but it is true. I mean, it's so true to where I was like, oh shit, like, again, the washcloth is not wet. Again, the tub is not wet. Again, and then to the point where somebody will sit in my car and I'm like, and I look at them strange and they felt my look and they'll say, oh, when I get home I gotta, take a shower or whatever. And I'm like, I couldn't hold back the look because the smell was so horrendous, but they felt it, they acknowledged it. So I'm just letting you know that can be a true statement. I've witnessed it. And then on another side of that, as far as why I am radical about these type of behaviors and situations growing up and witnessing, like, can understand why some lighter skinned people would say, thank God I ain't gotta go through that. I'm a lighter skin, is having the blacks being scrubbed off of you in the tub. You know? And I didn't realize until this woman did this video, like, oh shit, that's the way, and the mentality, the mindset was back in the day from what I saw and experienced. And so instead of me saying, thank God they're not doing this to me, I would get mad and say, what the fuck are you doing? And then so, you know, now it's like many people don't know, and I'm not here to explain to people who the fuck I am and what the hell I've seen. But I be damned if I allow somebody to shut me up for what I feel and have experienced and seen. And it's too deep to go into it right now. But I want to leave it as, I'll be damned if I don't have my own thoughts to speak my own mind and believe what I want to believe.